Like and subscribe on the way in the door, people.
And Ray Allen's always been one of my favorites because he shoots the ball extremely well and he knows how to play. Then they got Kevin Garnett. Then they got a lot of role players that filled their role. I don't know how we would have competed against him, but obviously with the teams that we had, 84 and 86, I thought in 84 we got lucky and came back and beat you guys. But in 86 was a team that I thought was our best team in Boston, and I would take that team and challenge anyone.
Today, I want to address what I think is a underestimation of Larry Bird. It seems a lot of these new players and new media underestimate what Bird could do in today's league. Some of the reasoning I've heard about that is that Bird wasn't athletic enough to compete today. He was slow, couldn't jump that high, but I got a different take on that. I think Larry Bird would be a very dominant player in today's league with multiple championships. Here's why. First of all, Larry Bird had multiple seasons shooting over 40% from three. Multiple seasons. I need to go back and count exactly how many seasons, but he had multiple seasons shooting over 40% from the three-point line. The second reason I believe he would dominate is because we just watched Jokic win a championship with the Denver Nuggets. And he's not very fast or very athletic. But he's clever and he knows the game of basketball. Larry Bird, first of all, high basketball IQ. He's clever. He knows how to position himself around the court. He can't jump that high, but he knows how to position himself for rebounds. And he's not that fast, but obviously he knew how to put the ball in the hole. He had moves. He had more moves than LeBron James. And most importantly is Larry Bird was a competitor. He had that competitive fire. He had that killer will and instinct about him. If you watch Larry Bird, you know that he is ever present in the moment. You know, similar to watching Jordan. If you watch Jordan play basketball, you can tell that those wheels are always spinning about what's about to happen, you know, where he needs to be, who's where, you know. And Larry Bird is that same way. If you watch Larry Bird, he is ever present in that game. And I don't think his lack of athleticism would stop him from dominating in today's league. You know, I got to say this. I think because there's this myth, well, I'm not going to call it a myth, but I'll call it an over-exaggeration. Because there's an over-exaggeration about how much more athletic players are today, there's become an over-exaggeration on the importance of having that athleticism to compete. And to me, athleticism in the game of basketball is it's like the cherry on top. But at the basis of it is good basketball knowledge. The fundamentals, ladies and gentlemen, which a lot of these modern players lack. The fundamentals is the basis of being a good basketball player. And if you have that, then you will be able to compete. It doesn't matter the amount of athleticism in the league. Again, we just saw Jokic win a championship. He is not the fastest or most athletic guy on the court. Again, athleticism is the cherry on top. Athleticism is good for, the aesthetics of the game. It's good for how the game looks. But we know plenty of athletic players who aren't that great of basketball players, or athletic players who didn't pan out like we thought they were going to pan out. Zion Williamson. For that matter, LeBron James. LeBron has had a great career, but I would argue he did not have the career that was possible for him. So athleticism, like I said, that's a bonus. But what matters is fundamental knowledge of the game of basketball, and Larry Bird had that. As a matter of fact, he had more of that than most players we've seen come through the league, which is why I know for a fact he would be a dominant player in today's league. He's a good team leader. He's a team leader that everybody on the team respected, but not in the same way that LeBron James, is not this trying to be friends with everybody type deal. Larry Bird was respected because everyone knew he wanted to win and he played hard. So yeah, like I said, it's a quick video today, but I just wanted to, put an end to this Larry Bird slander. But anyway, yeah, thinking this athleticism is the end-all, be-all, deciding factor, in today's game it's ridiculous. Like I said, knowledge of the game of basketball and the will to win. And Larry Bird had an overabundance of both of those. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. How do you think Larry Bird would do in today's NBA? Do you think that his lack of athleticism would make a difference? Or do you think he would be one of the most dominant players in the modern NBA? That's all I got for today. You all have a fantastic day. And as always, see you next time. All right.